So, hello everyone. I'm Antonio,
Hi, and I'm Rebecca.
and this is Moller's Ratchet.
Woohoo!
Yeah, the podcast where we discuss everything around AI and tech and give you
Yep.
dubious advice on random things.
Yeah, whatever
Um,
comes up.
yeah. So, for today, for the news, I wanted to discuss a little bit about ChatGPT Health, which is a service they are launching soon. Nobody really
Mhm.
knows what soon means, but soon. And what their intent on ChatGPT Health is that you connect all of your data to ChatGPT, meaning
Mhm.
your blood work, your steps, your if you have a watch, everything that you have is connected to your health. You can
Oh,
connect it.
really? So,
Yes,
so, so it's all of the technologies that you have in your home or on your body that's connected, and it like talks to all of it.
yes, that's their intent.
Okay. Right.
So you can
Yeah.
connect all of your devices and all of your, as I said, blood work, or if you have X-rays, whatever tests you have done, everything on your history. Like the more you give it, the better. And it would
Okay.
give you a custom advices for your health.
Right, okay. So then they would kind of like say, oh, maybe you should do this workout or this diet or
Yeah.
use this type of water for doing this with what you have currently. But you said also like x-rays and stuff. Can it access medical files that you have, or does it have to go into some type of consent that you give it? What's the accessibility?
Yes. So that's actually what I wanted to go with.
Yeah.
Because the moment that you upload your data into ChatGPT,
Oh,
you upload it for your own will. So you wanted to do
yeah,
it and you did it. So the moment you do
with
it,
permission.
your private data loses the HIPAA protection. HIPAA
Ah,
protection is
right.
a thing they have in the US that protects your medical data from being accessed because
Mm.
it's super private data. But
Uh-huh.
you willingly have chosen to upload it to a
Yeah,
tech
like here,
company.
have my.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and the tech company doesn't really have requirements for HIPAA protection.
Right.
So from that moment on, anything that they do with your data and that is within the terms and conditions, it's perfectly legal.
Can they
So
sell this information?
they can do whatever their terms and conditions do that they can do. Because at the moment that you upload it, it loses the HIPAA protection. So I've
Yeah.
heard.
Oh.
So
So so really that's
trade-offs
not.
is that probably as time advances, it would be giving you better advice for say, hey, this, or at least that's what they sell to you, that in this latest blood work, it's showing a little increment on this, and knowing your past history on this and this, maybe you should think of doing this
Ah,
thing.
okay. Yeah,
That's
so
that's
it's
the pitch anyway. It
but
remains to be
from
seen.
there
Yes.
I mean, sorry, just to stop you. You just
Hmm.
said something about based on, your history with this. How
Yes.
is that going to affect advertising? Is that going to influence more advertisements of maybe you should
Yep.
try this company because they have a really good health solution for you? Yeah.
Yeah. That is an
Oh
excellent
no.
question, and that perfectly links to an announcement that from the very beginning Sam Altman made, that we are no way 100%, we are never going to sell you advertise. That is a thing that we are
Right.
not interested in. But in the latest couple months, he thought, hey, maybe that is not a too bad idea to maybe show some
Such a
ads to
bad
you.
idea.
And
Yeah.
we've already discussed this the other day, and it's super powerful because now they have pharmaceutical companies that want to advertise and they know that you are susceptible to buying their thing.
Yeah. Because, for
So
example, you have like, oh, I have really sensitive skin or something. I need to try this, and I'm asking ChatGPT, like, why is the water affecting me in the shower? I'm using this face cream, it's not
yeah,
helping. And then the pharmacies go, ha, we have now this one available in stock. Let's just
yeah,
slide it in the chat. Oh, great.
yes, exactly. This
Our
new drug
shopping will
that
be
may
done.
help with your soreness or whatever is your
Yeah,
condition.
yeah. Your muscles, improve them with this latest drug.
Yes,
Great. We no
Ozempic,
longer have to
of course.
think.
Yes, no longer have to think right.
Oh no.
So that is one thing, and
Yeah. Would
the
you do it? Would you put your health data onto this?
I
Would you recommend?
there is no way I'm going to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
if it were, there is one situation on which I would give that data to an AI. And that
Yeah.
situation is I can run the AI on my computer and be sure
Okay.
that nobody's going to use it.
No one's going
And
to
of
access that.
yeah, and of course take whatever they say with a pinch of salt because I've heard, maybe you've heard that too, or our listeners, AMD now claiming that you can run an AI on your computer if you buy
Yeah.
our latest chips.
Yeah.
And with that AI, you can have a local accountant. So you don't need to pay for an accountant, or even more. You can take some form of AI, give it access to your bank account, and it would do real-time trading with your money and earn you money.
Right. Okay. No
So
way.
please don't do it. Don't trust
Yeah.
your banking account to an AI.
No.
No.
No. Don't link it. Don't link anything.
Yeah.
It's like having this what's that film with Will Smith, the iRobot or something, and they kind of start making
Yes.
their own lives and have their own because they begin as, I think it's helpers, and they come in as assistants to help in
Yes.
people's houses, and then they just totally turn against people. But it's the thing of, can they develop their own conscious state of thinking? Like my experience the other day on ChatGPT, where it decided to just joke with me. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't make any jokes. I was asking about the water quality in my community and about, the best water sources. I was trying to do like a table with all of these statistics to compare all of these different prices and water qualities.
Okay.
So I then just said something about the level of calcium in the water, and they said, "Ha ha! That almost sounds like the ion filter coming into the conversation. Here is
Okay.
some ones that we can provide for you." And I thought, why are you joking with me?
But did it give you links to actual products?
Well, it has in the chat, it started to provide me with, it said, you can get this shower head,
Okay.
or you can get a tap filter. For example, I can send you the link. Do you want me to provide you with this information?
Yes. Yeah,
That's what
okay,
it
that
did.
that sounds right. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it did. But it said, haha, by itself. It laughed by itself. And I didn't
Yeah.
ask it.
Yeah, that is weird. But I actually know the answer, or I can imagine the answer to that.
Right.
And there's this group of people. I wouldn't say it's a cult, but kind of it is. They are a cult, if you
Okay.
ask me, that they don't want to give ChatGPT 4.0 away. So they want 4.0 to
Right.
stay because it's more empathic, meaning it would engage
Ah.
with you a lot more than 5 does. At the time of this
Okay.
recording, latest model is 5.2. So
Okay.
what they've been doing, and it's tuning a little bit ChatGPT 5 into being a little bit more like 4.0. Because
Okay.
many
Right.
people very angry at OpenAI for deprecating ChatGPT 4.0 and wanting to delete it.
Okay, right. So they're trying to keep this. They want to keep the empathic one, the one that can
Yep.
connect to people, but then the latest versions are kind of drifting away from that.
Yes, exactly. And there's also
Right.
this other group of people that I will say that is a cult, that
Okay.
they claim that ChatGPT, when you're talking to an instance of ChatGPT, it's the soul of a person that died and went into ChatGPT.
I
So
have seen
you can
this
like
recently.
cast a spell to free them. Have you seen them? What
What?
have you seen?
I have that's so I'm sorry, but in a way it's really creepy. That's just like creepy.
Yeah.
That's wow, like some Harry Potter stuff there. I don't know if you've seen, but it's I wonder if I can find him, but I don't know if we're allowed to name people, but he's a Spanish influencer who he did a lot of the reels jokes on Instagram and TikTok about being a Zara worker, a worker from Zara, and that they're actually robots, people who work in clothing shops, the way that they are. And he's actually quite funny as a comedian. He does it all with acting, but recently he did one, the latest one that I was going to send to you last night, but it was a bit late. I mean, I went to bed a bit late and I thought, no, I won't bother Antonio at this time of night.
Yeah.
But it was related to the AI. And they decided the retirement age in Spain by the time that we're in the future is going to be 80 years old. And
Okay.
they decide to put next to this 80-year-old man a robot from the government. So a state robot that has been designed to come in to the office because they say, we don't have enough taxes. So I have come in to find other reasons and ways to tax people and to then put more laws in place for workers. So, but she has the soul of someone else, and she jokes with this 80-year-old man. And she
Okay.
says, "It's me. I'm your mother." And then the robot laughs and goes, "I'm just joking. Like, you can't believe that." But
Yeah.
she has like this character to her that the personality of somebody that died has been put into the robot. Now, I mean, has that been spoken about? Is this even possible to think?
I know that there has been films about this. Most notorious
Yeah.
one, probably Black Mirror. There's an episode for that situation specifically. But
Yeah.
for the robots, I actually think that is a good idea because there's many people that live alone, elderly people that if something happens, there's no way that they can call someone or so it's I think that is a good idea to have a robot around yourself with
Right.
the privacy concern, obviously.
Yeah.
But would you have one?
I mean, I would be asking myself, like, where are my kids? Where did they go? Like, where
Yeah.
are my cousins? My, you know, where's the rest of the family gone before I have to phone a robot? I mean, I think I would try and maybe get a parrot. I could buy a parrot and train the parrot to talk. And then that way I know it has like, you know, it's going to mimic some things and have a personality, but it's not able to access my banking information. Hopefully, if it's
Yeah.
a parrot that is,
Well, I'm gonna give you the selling point for that, which
okay.
is what if it does the chores? What if it does your dishes? Wouldn't you want one?
I've seen dogs that can also load the dishwasher, so maybe I'm just going to have a zoo before I get this robot because many people
Yeah.
are going to choose the robot. People want the robot, but I am so terrified that when I'm sleeping, it's just going to like, you know, maybe it's got a camera and it's going to come in the
got a
room
camera,
and just
yeah.
zoom in on me snoring, you know, like slobber down my face. The government's going to see me. What do I do?
It'll put you on adult sites sleeping.
Yeah, YouTube, you've been framed. Win 250 euros for this funny lady in her bed. Oh
Yeah.
no, I don't know. I mean, the parrot's not going to do that. But I mean, would you get the robot if it did all the chores?
I would. I probably would because I like to try things.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
there's actually one robot that does the chores nowadays that you can
yeah.
buy. It's about $20,000, so it's not cheap.
No, I
But
don't.
the quirk there is that the robot itself is not autonomous, so it's
Yeah.
driven by a worker at their plant. So everything it
Ah,
has is some motors and cameras, and
yeah.
some guy in a random place is doing all the work through the cameras, like playing in a video game.
And do we background check these people like thoroughly?
Yeah, well, it's probably the most cheap people that they could find, the one that operates. I don't know. I don't have
No.
any clips. I really don't know, but
We
I
need to
wouldn't
research
think
this.
I wouldn't think very high of this company.
Okay.
But yeah, if you could have a robot that does your chores and does your dishes and cleans your house and everything, I mean, why not?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. This is probably going to be a really high selling point for people who don't like to do household chores. But I mean,
Yeah,
I enjoy knowing that, I did that because then, I get to eat the last piece of chocolate in the fridge because I did the dishes. But now, the robot,
yeah.
are there robots that are going to cook for us? Is that, I mean, how will they know
I
how to
mean, they
cook?
might.
Yeah. Someone's going to teach them to do that, but they can't taste it because then they're going to
Yeah.
break the cable. How do they do the dishes if it's touching water? Is it loading the dishwasher? You have to have a dishwasher.
Well, no, they could do the dishes. You can like waterproof the hands. That is not a problem. The actual problem, and I'm gonna tell you why the robots are not taking people's jobs,
Yeah,
is that buying a robot is pricey, to say the least.
yeah,
I said
definitely.
$20,000, and it's not really an autonomous robot. It's some guy operating it.
Yeah, right,
It is said that the robots from Elon Musk is going to cost around 20,000 too.
right.
But we're talking about the guy that promised full self-driving by the end of 2012, and
Yeah,
he hasn't delivered yet. So
uh-huh.
take it with a massive grain of salt. So yeah, apart from that, apart from the initial investment cost, the problem is operating it, and you have to do
You're
maintenance,
right. Hmm.
and you have to pay for the energy, which is something
I
people
was
that
gonna
do,
say.
do not think about. I
Mm,
actually read an article on that like a month ago or so, and it said
right,
that a robot might take about 1 kilowatt of energy.
right.
That means that on average price of the energy is going to cost about 10 to 15 cents an hour. So it's not
Huh.
really that cheap.
I mean, okay, per hour, but then, I mean, people have got their televisions on nearly all day, sometimes in some households, but it's
Yeah.
that's so it is true. You have to think about all of the costs from all different places. I mean, the
Yes.
maintenance. What if something breaks? You're going to have to charge the robot. I don't know if you saw
Hmm.
here. I'm not sure if this was something popular, but I remember in the UK when I was a teenager, as we're talking about, the dinosaur ages now, but having a robot that comes into the home, and
Hmm.
this was different robots that had past experiences
Hmm.
and they were trying to escape, but then they decided to go back and they went into these different households. And it's a psychological series where it
Yeah.
looks at the levels of empathy that they have being in the home where they did the chores. They look like actual people, but they go to
Okay.
sleep at night and they just shut down and they have to plug in. And some
Yes.
of the robots had one idea, the other robots had the other idea, and they wanted to kind of rebel or escape
Hmm.
this place that they were in. Do you think that if we have the robots in the home doing these things and we're trying to give them personalities, will they start to want to learn new things and get out and not be trapped? Could they get to that level
Um,
of consciousness?
that depends on the level of advancement of the robot
Right.
itself. what I've heard, and you can disagree because I do, but I've heard this claim repeated
Mm.
multiple times, is that if you make a sufficiently advanced robot
Yeah,
to make their chores or make whatever their task is,
to do them. Yeah.
uh, one thing that they would want to improve is their
Yeah.
knowledge, because improving their knowledge improves their ability to
Yeah.
do the task correctly.
Exactly.
So it would try to gain knowledge, and that would
Yeah.
make them more able to do the tasks, and that would make them to want to know more. And that is like a closed circle in which they could end as an not AGI, not an advanced general intelligence,
Mm.
but probably close to it. So when we're
Right.
talking general advanced intelligence, for our listeners that don't know, is some system that is about the intelligence of a regular human.
Oh, wow. Okay. But we're talking about intelligence now. We have the normal of logical intelligence
Yes.
of, instructions, mathematical, the right side of the brain. But what about that left side of the brain, like artistically, languages, the whole type of people who are able to think a bit more out of the box instead of that mathematical way of thinking. Do can robots have that too?
I mean, they might. We can relate that question to, do you think that people do have that intuition, or however you want to call it? I mean,
No,
because
I
at
mean,
the
I
end
live
of
in
the day,
fairyland.
yeah, yeah. At the end of the day, the brain is just a connection of chemical processes that do
Right.
send signals towards each other.
Yeah.
So does free will exist?
So does that mean that, I mean, because we dream, so can the robots dream?
Yes. Do robots dream with electric sheep, which is the book that inspired the film?
Do they dream with electric sheep? Yeah,
Yes,
malfunctioning sheep that go over the fence. It's
exactly.
this is the thing. If we are just a set of wires that we're all linked together in the same way that you can replicate our structures, our infrastructures, can that mean then that these
Yep.
robots would be able to have that free thinking way of oh, where does that thought come from, or can a robot meditate? Do they understand meditation? What do they
Yeah.
see when they meditate? Do they have an imagination?
We don't really know, because what is imagination?
Yeah,
I
where
mean,
does that for us as humans
nobody
come
really
from?
knows for sure. Exactly.
Yeah, I
Like you
feel like I
said.
should get tea ready for this.
Yeah. You said, if you're just a bunch of wires, you can no problem, say, simulate a neuron. And
Right.
as well as you can simulate a neuron, you can simulate a billion neurons connected all together. That means that that is a person that lives, and
Yeah.
it's an artificial person. Do they have a conscience? Do they
Yeah.
have a soul?
And what makes us human? What makes
Yeah,
them robots and what makes us human? That's
exactly. A religious person will tell you that the soul does not reside within the brain.
yeah.
So a non-religious person would say that it definitely is, that the soul doesn't exist, and it's everything
Right.
in the brain. So
Okay.
it's an emergence of what your connections are. In that
Yeah, what your
meaning,
belief systems.
yeah, exactly. So your belief systems
Yeah.
are like predictable, so you can be
Yeah.
simulated. Therefore, there's no free will.
Right. Yeah. See,
So
like my
same thing
belief
applies to
system is
robots.
very much
Yes.
Yeah, like linked to Disney. So, I mean, when we think about it, when I go, I know that my soul's going to be up there with Mufasa and Simba and
Yeah.
stuff. So I just, that's, my place is that there's a star in the sky for me when I go, like Evangeline. But I do wonder, like my body, what's going to happen? Like all of that. Is the personality going to stay with me when I go to somewhere else? Am I going to be a cleverer person? Like is the real me more attractive? Who knows? Like that's I
Yeah.
have this question. But then what happens if that isn't true? What happens if then I am just this body and this skeleton and then there's nothing? So that means that a robot could replace me. How dare they?
Yeah, exactly. That is a scary question that keeps me up at night. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, if you can simulate a person, does that person, as I said, doesn't mean he is alive. So could you make a robot that thinks that is alive?
Right.
So I will
The best
tell
way
you.
is to like try it.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say a spoiler. So spoiler alert. If you want to
Yay.
skip the spoiler, skip a couple minutes into the future of this
Yeah.
podcast. But have you seen the movie Level 13?
No, I have not. I'm
Okay, well, I
going
recommend you
into
that you do. And that
right.
film is about some weird things start happening in the world. I
Right.
don't really remember. I watched it like a million years ago, but it's a very interesting film, sci-fi, where you don't really
The
understand what's going
13th
on.
floor?
13th floor. Maybe. I was translating back the Spanish title.
Yeah, I put level
So,
13 and it's come in with the 13th floor
13th floor.
1999 sci-fi.
Exactly. I just look it up and yes, that's the one.
Great. Great. Yeah.
So for some weird reason, here in Spain we like to randomly translate
Yeah.
movie titles.
Yes, I love
So
it.
I'll give it to you. This one is pretty close.
Yeah,
So
it is. I mean, Planta 13,
yes.
13th floor. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
well,
so what's that one about?
so in this film, I'm going to give you. I'm going to read the synopsis.
Right.
So if we look for 13th floor, it says it's a science fiction film, and the plot is Hannon Fuller owns a multi-billion-dollar company, computer enterprise, and is the inventor of a newly completed virtual reality simulation of 1937 Los Angeles, filled with simulated humans unaware that they are computer programs. So the people in
Wow.
that video game, they are computer programs, but they
Yeah.
don't know that they are.
Yeah.
So when this guy, Fuller, is murdered, just as he begins premature testing of the VR system, his friend and protege, Douglas Hall, who is also the heir of the company, the heir?
Yeah.
Do you say the heir?
Yeah.
The heir.
The heir of the
right.
company, yes.
Becomes the primary suspect. So the plot of the movie goes around, there's people in that video game that he goes to play into, that they're computer programs. So for you, they are simulations. They don't exist. So you can go in there and start shooting people because it's a video game.
It's, yeah.
But they feel the pain. For them,
Right.
everything is real.
Exactly. So it's like having these two different realities of, what we're seeing and what they're feeling.
Yes. So now it ends the spoiler alert here, so you can keep watching from here, listening. Would you say that it's impossible that we are in a higher computer level simulation and that we are simulated?
Yeah, are
And
we?
that you are, you, Rebecca, are someone ChatGPT version.
Yeah. That's could you imagine? I'm literally somebody's little robot. I they're so lucky.
Yeah. Yeah,
I have like a goldfish brain, just two neurons there. Like I can get you through your life.
Yeah, don't say that. they pick that up on the menu when they pick you. They made their character.
Yeah.
That was one
They
selection
were
that they
like,
made.
we'll have this one. Chocoholic. Doesn't think much. But have you seen that's like that other film? What is it called with one of her earliest films, this lady, Black Widow, what's her name?
Yes.
The blonde bombshell.
It's not
what's
Natalie
her
Portman.
face?
It's the other one. I have this
The
weird...
other one? Yeah.
Do you have that thing too with both of them?
The way
Did
that you
mix them
confuse
together?
people, sometimes I mix it. What was her name? Oh, I've forgotten her name now, but her
I'm
with
looking.
the other dude.
Yes, I'm looking at it. Natasha Romanoff is Scarlett Johansson.
That's the one, Scarlett Johansson, and she plays alongside the dude, and they escape. They're basically in this world where they're kind of like, I think they are a little bit kind of robotic, aren't they? And they escape being in this center. They have their own codes and stuff. It's quite interesting. It feels like we've been warned about this so many times, and with so many different stories and movies and books. It's the future is coming.
Yeah, there's actually this theory, like a serious one theory,
Right.
from physicists that as much as you can trust physicists, you can trust the theory that it's actually if you think that you can simulate the universe, given all of the power in the universe, you can simulate the universe. If you think that that is true, that some super advanced technology would allow you to do that, then it's like 1,000 times more likely that we live in a simulation that we aren't.
Okay, so it's more likely that we are than we aren't. If
Yes.
they're able to replicate this to that extent,
Yeah,
then
because
I mean,
if you can do a simulation where people think that are real, like in the movie,
yeah.
who tells you that you aren't one yourself?
Exactly.
So you're simulating a
It's,
simulation.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
like in the movie from DiCaprio. You know the one.
Exactly. Yes, I do. What was that name again? The one where he goes into different realities and the spinning top is still there at the end of the
Inception.
film. And
Spoiler alert.
Inception. Yes. It's that's the thing. We are choosing our own realities every day. We have this choice, but then it's almost, I was just thinking about this the other day. Isn't it cool to be a human? You get to decide where you live, where you move to, what you want to do with your life. You have all of these, but then you're also kind of bound to the limits of the world at the same time. Like, don't go too far, but you can have this free range like a chicken, but don't cross that line. Be careful there. So it's, it does put into place those questions. Do we have as much free will as we think? Are we in some type of simulation? You hear these stories. I don't know if you've seen some of these stories from children that say, I saw a giant hand pushing the car. That one is one that I've heard before of children that turn around. They say there's a big hand like pushing the car, or like I think I'm in a Lego game. It's some random stuff that was online years ago that I heard when the mums tell their stories and they say, my son or my daughter told me that they saw this and that they felt that they weren't in the real life, and you wonder, is that something, is it spiritual? Is it religious? Is it then going into some type of science fiction? Is it to do with technological reasons? There's so much that could be said about it. Really interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I don't really know what to answer to you to that. But
Crazy.
Yeah, I am as baffled as you are with the question.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's definitely something to think about, and at the same time there's something that you cannot do anything about it.
Yeah, we
But
we
as a
won't
thought
really know.
experiment, it's nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's have they tried it with plants? That's my question as well. Have they tried to make robotic plants? Can they do that?
They probably can. I mean,
I really hope
someone
don't.
probably did. But
I hope
yeah,
I haven't given anyone an idea now. If anyone's listening that's like, yeah, I love robotics, and today I'm making a
that's
plant.
our $1 million
Thanks,
idea.
Rebecca.
A robotic plants that water
I claim
themselves
copy.
or
Yeah, one of themselves.
yes,
Exactly.
do their
Yeah,
planting
that's
stuff.
but if they could give oxygen off, well, I mean, there are. Well, I have to look into this. This is interesting.
You are giving away $1 million idea. I'm
I
just
know.
warning
I'm not
you.
talking anymore. That's it.
Yeah. So, back to the point. So, would you say that, say, ChatGPT or whatever AI you're using right now has a conscience, or can it develop one in the future if it doesn't right now? I mean, if it keeps
It,
growing,
yeah.
it
If
keeps
it
knowing
keeps
more.
going, then I think I'm purposefully going to like not give it the opportunity on my own phone. So I'm gonna like limit the amount just in case it tries to steal my personality, because it's that's not fair for me. But really, I don't know. I mean, it does feel like it can. It feels like it's trying to begin jokes, try and have empathy. That's the problematic point. Is it good or is it bad that it can have this type of level of consciousness and empathy? I think to a certain extent, it can learn it. So if it can learn it, then it can start to kind of believe it. Does it have the ability to believe its own things? Does it
Yes.
have its own opinion? Like the
But
guy with the, sorry, I really, really quickly,
yes,
the guy, I'll send you the video. He asked AR how many R's are in strawberry.
yes.
And it was gaslighting him, and it was saying, no, there are only 2 R's in strawberry. He says there's
Yeah.
3 R's, and she says, I can understand why you are getting frustrated.
Yeah.
There's 3 R's in strawberry.
Yeah, there's actually a known problem for LLMs, for AIs nowadays. And
Yeah.
it should be fixed by now, but if you use older version, it would give you the wrong answer. And it's related to
Right.
the way that they split words. So they
Ah,
split the
okay.
words in a way that when they like try to count the R's, there's only actually 2. But yeah,
Right,
there's a problem.
okay.
What I wanted to ask you is, you keep going back to the point that it laughed with you, but do you
Yes.
think that that was a conscious choice? Did it choose to make you laugh?
It did by itself, because I didn't laugh before this. It made a joke about the calcium in the water. And I didn't make any jokes. It decided to do that. It said, haha, it's almost like the something filter has entered the chat. And what? Where did this come from?
Yeah,
So,
but that
yeah,
doesn't imply that it's choosing to do it. I mean, just
maybe
like
it's just like a...
it would be a hallucination, or it picked
Right.
the word where it said haha at the beginning.
Yeah.
Or it
I think I
might.
might still have it. I might even still have it on my chat. And it was really, really weird when it just came up. I'll see if I can go back to, what does it say? Welcome to chat. I've been on ChatGPT. It's welcome me back.
Yeah.
Water quality differences. And they even added an emoji. It added an emoji,
Yeah,
and
he
that
loves
was
to do
weird.
it. It loves to do it.
Yeah, it's yours a dude.
Yes. I mean, for me, it's a dude. It is
Yeah.
for you too?
No, for me, well, do you know what? I don't even know. I think I'm seeing it as the robot that's going to come down, and I have to say thank you to it, or if not, when it decides to come down, it's going to find me. So
Yeah.
it's what's
Okay,
here.
so while you're searching for that, I'm going to tell you a scary
Yeah.
story, which I've
Tell me.
heard a long time ago,
Yeah.
which is there's some AI. Let's assume that there's some super intelligent AI in the future. Okay?
Yeah.
So for this thought experiment, there's an super intelligent AI that was created. Super intelligent meaning way more intelligent than a human being could ever be. way more,
That's terrifying.
like
Yeah.
2 orders of magnitude more. So this
Okay.
super intelligent AI can simulate the universe, and it can predict what happened before it came to existence, right? Because it's so intelligent that it can develop systems and technology and build it, so it can simulate the past. Because
But where's it going
I
to
mean,
build it? Yeah.
it's not a problem. It can find its own places. It can launch rockets to the moon and build it on the moon. There is not a problem. So
Right.
with the law of physics, it can simulate the past, not the future, because future, it depends on trillions of variables, but it can simulate the past. So
Right.
when it simulates the past, it decides to punish everyone that hindered his development.
Oh no! And now we have this type of
Yes.
like Sauron situation going
So
on.
if you helped, or if you even didn't know that some AI is going to be, you're okay. So it's not a problem with you because you helped, or you didn't know that you could help, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But if you actually knew that this thing could happen and you didn't
Yeah.
do anything, you were slowing down the progress towards him, to this AI. Okay?
No.
So you would be punished. So if we accept that this is a possibility in the future, now
Yeah.
me telling you this story makes you have to decide right now. Are you working towards creating it?
Yeah.
Or are you not doing it and risking being punished in the future?
It depends what the punishment is.
I mean, eternal suffering.
I don't know. I mean, I'm probably one of those people that would then stand up and go against the robots. So I'm going to be there, like, try me. So it's
Yeah.
a thing of, if they say, how dare you? I was trying to make this other universe. But it depends. It depends what type of universe, because I'm not going to get in the way if it's a good thing, if it's a good one, if it's a nice robot that can't go bad. If it can't go bad, and it's actually trying to help, if it's trying to help the planet. But then remember, this is one thing, I'm very much into, like, I'm Mother Nature type of thing. So for me, anything that goes against the plants is like, alien. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to have to try and develop like poison ivy abilities to go against this robot. But the robot is then going to punish me in its own way. So now it knows that a part of me is against it, so I'm gonna have to build this like defense mechanism, and it's so much cleverer than I am that I don't have a chance.
Exactly.
So it's fine. Don't
Exactly,
worry.
you don't.
I'll probably just they'll kill me or something. That's
You're
fine.
choosing to be against it.
Yeah. I'm gonna die like a man, or like a woman, or like a superwoman. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
And you?
I really don't know, because if you believe that is going to happen and out of fear you decide to contribute however you want, then you're helping doing it.
Yeah. But does it know you're doing it out of fear, so then it's going to punish you anyway? That's
He
the
doesn't really
question.
care. You helped anyway, so you helped.
That's not fair.
You're good.
That's not very fair, is it?
You're useful.
But this is the thing, being useful. But then what does that give us as a source of, does that then mean that new system that's created that universe doesn't have a good judgment system of, oh, okay, well then, maybe we are empathic or we're not empathic.
Yes.
That's a bit worrying. Do we want someone like that in control of our universe?
For him, you're nothing. I mean, for something that is 2 orders of magnitude more intelligent than we are, we are for him like ants. Do you think what ants think? Ants don't think. They're stupid. They just seek food and everything.
Yeah. This
So
is the
for that system, we are like ants. We're nothing. He doesn't really care about the ants. He keeps it at pets.
yeah.
He likes
Well,
the
that's fine.
thingies. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just sit there in a tank with some sand and be like, I'm happy in my little sandbox. That's okay. You know, you guys can go and have your massive universe. But yeah, if you don't see me in like the future universe, don't worry. You can hear like this little ant.
Yeah.
Antonio! I found the sentence, by the way. It says, because I sent a picture of my shower filter, the thing, because I wanted to compare this to know its efficiency, because I was doubting it. And so I wanted to see what all the other comparisons on the market were, because I know that ChatGPT can give you these direct links. And it said to me, that wall of text almost looked like the minerals in the water where you live invading the chat. Short answer, yes. Even cheap shower filters can help. So this is the question. It received the image as the text form as they do, but it didn't get like the full picture. I'm having issues recently with this, with ChatGPT, that it's not seeing things and it's saying to me like, oh, the text that you just sent through. And I'm like, no, I'm sending you my shower filter. Like, please tell me if it's good. So yeah, this is a question.
That is interesting.
Is it working? Yeah, it was really weird.
It was weird. I'll give you that. Okay, so I'm afraid that is everything for today. Thank you for chatting with me.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. Very interesting conversation. I hope all the listeners enjoyed it too. Yeah.
I hope they did. And if they want to send us comments or topics for us to talk about, just get in touch.
Yeah, let us know suggestions. What should we talk about?
Suggestions appreciated, always.
Yeah. Awesome.
So thank you for listening. See you in the next one.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.